When most people think about gluten-free desserts, they think about something that's really heavy, really dense, and really not very good. But that really has changed a lot. And today I'm at Crave Bake Shop with Kyra. She's the owner and the baker here, and she's going to share with us a great dessert that you really won't know the difference.
That's right. Today we're going to be making eggnog cupcakes, and it actually has eggnog in the batter, and that's what provides the rise rather than putting eggs in the traditional cake batter.
Oh, okay.
And it'll give it a nice rum nutmeggy flavor.
Okay.
So I think you'll be pleased.
So how do we get started?
So we have the butter and the sugar already in the bowl, and we have creamed it so it's nice and light and fluffy.
Okay.
And now I'm just going to add the dry ingredients and the eggnog and alternate back and forth to make sure that there aren't any lumps.
And the dry ingredients are?
This is a combination of rice flour, tapioca flour, potato starch, and then things like baking powder, salt, little nutmeg, some rum.
Okay.
So I'm going to stick that in and just blend it. This mixer kicks up really fast, so I'm going to try not to make it explode.
So why did you start a gluten-free bake shop?
When I first was diagnosed with Crohn's disease, I was 20 years old, and the doctors really weren't sure what to do for it except put me on medication, and I didn't tolerate the medication really well. I did basically what they called oral chemotherapy for 3 years.
Wow.
And I did not feel any better. In fact, I had a lot of side effects from the chemotherapy, and my mom was diagnosed with celiac disease, and my doctor, after I told my doctor, he said, you know, you really should consider going gluten-free. Everybody with an autoimmune disorder would benefit from reducing the inflammation factors in their diet.
So it's a lot more serious than what people really think.
Exactly. Okay. And I'm not even celiac, which is why most people go gluten-free. They have a severe intolerance to the gluten. For me, it was more a side effect. I don't tolerate it well, but I don't have a lot of the more nasty side effects that some people can have. So we have the first addition of dry ingredients and the eggnog in the batter in the bowl here. And I've just combined all that. And I'm going to add the second addition. It's just more of those gluten-free flours.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll finish this up, let it finish mixing, and then we'll get to baking next. So, Kyra, we're done mixing, ready to portion now?
Yes, here's your food disher. And
Just
we do this so that we do a flat level scoop, and this way all of the cupcakes have the same
amount.
Yep,
okay.
and they bake evenly.
So besides the xanthan gum, what other ingredients did you use to replace what would traditionally be a wheat flour?
We use different flours in different products because different products have different textures. So for example, our scones, we want a crunchier texture in it, and it's not going to have the exact same flour blend as our cakes,
so
which are light and fluffy.
You don't have one standard flour mix. Okay, so what about your menu?
Our menu changes every single day. We do a couple things standard every day. Cinnamon rolls. We have 3 different kinds of cupcakes that are always on the menu. That's our dairy-free hot chocolate with the marshmallow meringue, the black and white, which is chocolate cake with vanilla Italian meringue buttercream.
They all sound great.
And the birthday cake. And then everything else changes. Different scones, different cookies, different other treats. We'll do house-made ice cream sandwiches where we make our own ice cream.
Yum. So I say let's finish this up and get it in the oven.
Okay.
All right. So, Kyra, we've cored the center out. I'm putting a little bit of eggnog pasty cream in it. Now you're finishing it?
Yep, with the rum nutmeg Italian meringue buttercream.
Oh, that's nice. And I actually tasted some of the centers that came out, and it really, really just tastes like a cupcake. I mean, it's really wonderful. And they look really nice, too.
Thank you.
So we will have this recipe online at fusionnw.com because Kyra's going to share it. But if you really want to try things, you really need to come down to the shop because that's where you're going to get all the treats. Thanks a lot for sharing.
Thanks, David.
And I'm ready. Can I have one now?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'm ready.